Fourth annual conference of the Nigerian Society of International Law is holding in Abuja, with stakeholders converging to deliberate on ways to fight corruption and achieve good governance for the nation. The Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, says Nigeria is currently working with some other countries to establish an international anti-corruption court to frontally deal with the menace of corruption. Gambari says that the court, which will be operated just like the International Criminal Court, will be dedicated to international prosecution of corruption cases when national jurisdictions are unable or unwilling to prosecute. He's also advising that membership of the African peer review mechanism be made compulsory instead of voluntary.
I think it's time for also an international court against corruption, because corruption undermines rule of law, weakens legal system, and undermines the ability of governments to enforce laws and regulation. Those who are taking the bribes and who are guilty of corruption in our country and every country, we have to hold them accountable, as well as those who are the recipients and where those monies are being deposited. And therefore, I feel that it's time to strengthen the international legal mechanism and elevate to a court, really, the issue of trying to put corruption at very, very high level.
If, for instance, you have only one unipolar power, one country, non-alignment simply means the people of Nigeria sovereignly deciding to be aligned. That is the meaning, and it is very clear.
Chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, in his address, says the theme of the conference, realizing the Nigeria of our dream in global governance, is apt as the nation prepares for a crucial general election.
National law plays a critical role in eliminating corruption as the ultimate driver of other forms of illicit financial flows from our countries. Another angle to the cost of corruption is the linkage between corruption and insecurity.
My last suggestion is for our experts to go back and look at the 1999 Constitution as amended, Your Excellency, and to look specifically at Chapter 2 and to see how that can be made justiciable in order to anchor policies on laws. Currently, what we are doing is simply discretionary. Local government chairman, state governors, ministers, commissioners, anybody will come and make pronouncements, and we don't have any basis to hold them responsible to those pronouncements.
Speakers here say the global response to tackling corruption has been slow given the intricacies of international law and negotiations. They also say that national response ought to be more dynamic because corruption could be an existential issue for a nation.